Hi, it's Lisa. hmm hmm Hope everybody is well today. Yes. So I wanted to thank you guys for subscribing and for watching. I'm just at the cusp of meeting my goal of 2,000 subscribers. I'm super excited so I can get to celebrate. And so, yeah, thank you so much for sharing and watching and engaging with my channel. And yes, I love when I'm meeting you in person and I'm loving your feedback. So um, thank you for that as well. But today I want to show you one of my favorite recipes, and I'm excited about it because it's actually a pretty good recipe. And I just learned it living here in Panama as well. And it's a common dish, fairly common dish in the States and in some of the restaurants here, the Caribbean restaurants, but it's oxtails. I'm going to share with you my recipe for oxtails. And so when we go to PriceSmart, which I've shown you other videos, PriceSmart is like the Sam's or Costco here in Panama City. So when we usually go monthly, and um, particularly I buy my meats there. So I stock up for the month on meats. And then I bring them home and we season them and we package them into smaller packages just for like two for Craig and I. And but I can never resist buying the oxtails. And before I moved to Panama, I didn't know how to make them, but because they're so cheap, they come in a big package and they're like $10, $12, something like that. And so I knew I had to learn how to make them just because I could not pass them up. And so I did. I started looking up recipes, and then I finally got it cultivated in a way that I like, which includes like my favorite things and ingredients. And so I want to share that with you today, show you what it looks like. So when I do make the oxtails take about 6 hours to cook. And so you want to plan to cook them on a day that you're kind of hanging around the house, right? So you can tend to them. So it's not something that you want to cook when you have a lot of errands to run and you're in and out of the house. So like a Sunday or something like that where I'm doing laundry day, like I'm just going to be in today primarily. It's a good day to choose to make your oxtails. So, all right. And I also have the written instructions in the description as well. So don't worry. Let me know what you think. Stick around. So check out this huge pack of oxtails. Look at that price from PriceSmart, $12 and some change. Can never pass this up. I had to learn how to make these. So here's my recipe. I've washed the oxtails, baking soda, water, scrubbed them really good, got the excess fat off of them. And so I always just do a light seasoning with like just salt and pepper. I use garlic and Worcestershire sauce. But here you get to use your favorite seasonings on this. So don't do anything weird like cinnamon or anything like that. But just your favorite basic allspice type of seasoning is what works best. I also put cilantro on this. I usually use kind of what's in my refrigerator, but generally these are the same seasonings that I use for most things. So as base, lots of salt and pepper. And I'm going to create this marinade for this. And if any marinade is easier to, well, it's better if you can let it marinate overnight, but at least an hour before you make it is minimum if you're going to try to put a marinade, trying to use a marinade in the refrigerator for an hour. And so since I didn't plan this perfectly, I only have the hour to marinate it versus overnight. So that's what I'm going to do with my onion. And I love this part of a marinade where I get to put all of my favorite spices together, and I'm just really crush them to get all the flavors out of it. I got this from Foodie, and Foodie has an incredible amount of fresh herbs for really cheap. So that package was like $1, and they have like thyme and basil and like all the fresh herbs there for $1 in packets like that. They're nice and fresh and always really, really good, like always good. So the problem is I usually buy them and don't always use them because you gotta plan when you're gonna use them well too. But I can't resist them. And olive oil, and now it's process of crushing it, and you're gonna start smelling the natural herbs and the scents from all these, the onion, all the garlic. So that's when you know that you're doing a good job of getting all those flavors to come forth. It's like saying, "Come forth, come forth." And so once I get to that point, then I know it's ready, and I can just add it to the marinade bag. I want to make sure I get as much as I can out of it. I'm just going to add a couple of extra things because my little crushing bowl is so small. Before I moved, I had a really big one, but since I've moved, I haven't gotten another large one. That smaller one kind of serves the purpose most times. So, added a few extra items. Always taking the time to clean up your space, and because you got this little bag, and this time I have quite a large number of oxtails in here, so making sure that each piece of meat gets a piece of some of the marinade. This process of shaking and moving and all that, moving it around before I put it into the refrigerator. And if you are doing it overnight, you do want to flip the bag over midway, maybe before you go to bed or in the morning before you cook. And since I did it for an hour, I did it halfway. And then when you take it out, you do want to let it sit for maybe 15-20 minutes to try to get the meat back to room temperature before you start the next step. And so the next step for the oxtails is, this is a searing process. So I am just taking the meat and searing it. So I have started with coconut oil, and I've got it really hot. And so I'm just wanting to sear each side, like brown it. So I'm letting it stay just for maybe a minute on each side. And I'm doing that to each of the meat pieces. So just making sure that each side gets brown. It's difficult to know if you've gotten like every side of it. So, you just try your best. And I'm putting it aside, just because I have so many more to add with the size of the pot, then I have to share the pot. So I'm just taking some out as it's finished, so I can add more of the oxtails in to sear. I tell you, this pack from Price Mart is so big and so cheap. Good price. I never knew how to make oxtails before moving here, and I had to learn primarily because it was so cheap. And I knew it was so expensive in the States to buy oxtails. It was such a like a gourmet kind of dish. Gourmet may be strong, but something that's sought after. Yeah, and so, but my recipe has been pretty good. Okay, you can see the browning that has been created from the searing, right, which is going to act as my roux. So I'm real excited to see that. Okay, so now I'm going to add them all back. And I'm ready to go ahead and, at this point, you can add broth. You can add, see, I'm making sure I get the rest of my marinade in there as well. But so the base that you're going to add, like I'm adding some more salt to it. But if I were adding broth, I wouldn't add any more salt to it because usually the salt would be in the broth. But I'm not adding broth. I'm just going to use water. So I added more salt and pepper, and then I added some more Worcestershire sauce as well. And I'm just getting them all positioned. So with the water. So this is about an hour in right now. So you see it's starting to come along. It's starting to come along. About an hour in. And also midpoint, I didn't show it, but I added a cup of red wine to this broth. And this is about an hour before it's ready. So I added a bunch of mushroom because Craig and I love mushroom. So the beauty of cooking this yourself at home is that you can make it the way you want. Of course, there are many side dishes that complement the oxtails, but I always lately seem to be using this purple cabbage, which seemed to go very well with it. And this is sauteed here, and had rice, like jasmine rice, and here is the oxtails. So you can see now that the mushroom have all been settled in, and this is beautiful, beautiful oxtails. So I'm excited to serve them. Nice and tender. I've tasted one falling off the bones for sure. And this is the finished product here. So good. So good. So tell me what your thoughts are. I hope you'll try them if you don't already cook them. But then, there's so many different ways to make oxtails. Let me know some of the things that you do differently in your process of making oxtails as well. And there are different types. There's like Jamaican oxtails, and people just make them very differently. So I'm excited to hear some of the things that you do for your oxtails. Like my sister and I, we kind of got this thing going about our recipes, and hers looked very delicious too. We haven't had each other's yet, so I'm curious to hear what your specialties are with this. But the cabbage is sauteed, and I made the jasmine rice, and I had a leftover sweet potato souffle that I added to, and so the dish was very tasty. It was very good. So, all right, again, thank you so much for watching and sharing and all your support. And you know what to do. Be blessed.